Hey bro, so I want to make this video to you just because I noticed whenever you were throwing your plyos, sometimes the balls are going straight towards the target and sometimes they're kind of arm side, and you described that sometimes you're bouncing them, right? And so when I noticed that I have this big cluster, this big spray that could go anywhere, the first thing that tells me is that we need to just hone in on our body's ability to like have a tight spray. It's like, for me with my sweeper, I zone it a lot. But it's because, one, I've stabilized the ability to make it go this way. At least 12 inches every time. 12 to 18 inches every time. So I know that if I can reliably throw that pitch 10 inches outside, 5 to 10 inches outside reliably, that it's always going to be a strike. And then that leaves me with just 20%, 15%, where it's just air. It just slips out or something happens. So how do we get from having a big spray to being able to limit it to where it's like just the zone or a portion of the zone, right? And the way I just want to describe this, because I think we can work on it in our plyos, and that there's multiple tiers to it. Like there's a generalized tier of being able to get everything off on the right angle, and then there's a specialized tier of being able to get everything off the right angle, like in a game with a baseball, with a hitter. So I think we can still work on this and build up the reps at this generalized tier in our plyos. And then that's going to support our throwing as we progress to long toss and as we get to hitters. So I think the way that we're going to do this is just bring awareness to like where you're throwing the ball. So if I'm throwing this plyo right now and I want it to hit right here on that wall, one thing I could do is I could move all the way over to the right. So now if I throw this plyo, if I'm going to throw it over there, it has to go left, right? So if I can just commit to getting all of my throws on this angle, that's one known. That's one plane of existence that ball I know it's gonna be on. Like it's gonna go left. And so that's part of the reason why I've moved so far over on the third base side of the rubber. I'm not saying that's for everyone, but I do think it illustrates the point of why going to an extreme side could help for something like this, or extreme height. If you go to extreme height, then to get this ball anywhere near the zone, I have to throw it downhill. And so to where if you are just releasing, a generic middle, now if I want to go right, I have to throw a pitch to the right. If I want to go left, I have to throw a pitch to the left, down and up. So now I have to learn to get my energy to deploy in 4 different directions. But if I'm extreme open side, now my energy, no matter what, is always going to go this way. It's always going to the right. I'm never going to yank one. I'm never going to pull one up. I'm never going to throw one down. It's always going to go this way, right? So I think bringing an awareness to this concept in our plyos can help, because I've seen some of your plyos that whenever you're doing the drills, they may go arm side. And some of them may be true. But I think if we can bring awareness to where on the wall we're standing, so go up to the wall, I usually put my arm out. Wherever my elbow is, I'm gonna walk back 5 to 10 yards, or so, like 3 to 5 yards, I guess. And then I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna work to get that ball on that spot every time. And I think just consistently bringing awareness to that, finding a target, being sure to hit it, is going to train that generalized tier so that, like I said, when we get to those long toss reps, as we already are in high intent throwing, it's going to translate more to the mound. And trying to think of what else. Yeah, that's all I got right now, but I want to start this conversation. So let me know if any of this makes sense. If none of it makes sense, and we'll start there. So remember, the point isn't just to be able to recite it, to learn something new. The point is to get better. And so whatever way that this takes root and helps you get better, that's what we're after. So just, again, let's keep this conversation going and see what we can pick up from here.